Be seated. Well, good evening. We just concluded this year's NATO summit, and the consensus among the members was it was a great success. It was especially momentous because it represented the 75th year, the most important military defense alliance in the world's history of the world. We should never forget that NATO grew out of the wreckage of
one of the biggest problems I got with Biden already, man, is that he's boring. Man, he's boring, bro. Nah.
of World War II, the most destructive war in history. The idea was to create an alliance of free and democratic nations that would commit themselves to a compact of collective defense. Standing together, they knew we'd all be safer. An attack on one would be treated as an attack on all. And it's worked because a would-be aggressor knows if they attack one of us, they'll be attacked by all of us. Sending that message is the best way to deter aggression and prevent wars.
I want y'all to listen to this old man talk today, man. I want you good people out here to listen to this old man talk. Y'all telling me that y'all confident about this old man. This is clapback, y'all.
In the first place. For those who thought NATO's time had passed, they got a rude awakening when Putin invaded Ukraine. Some of the oldest and deepest fears in Europe roared back to life because once again, a murderous madman was on the march. But this time, no one cowered in appeasement, especially the United States. We collected intelligence that Russia was planning to invade Ukraine months before the invasion.
Oh, boy.
I directed the intelligence community to be a significant amount of intelligence be declassified so I could start building an international coalition to oppose the invasion.
Man, I don't like nobody that read off papers, man.
Then in February, some of you remember, I warned the world that the invasion was imminent. I rallied a coalition of 50 nations from Europe to Asia to help Ukraine defend itself. Many foreign policy experts thought as Putin amassed Russian forces just 100 miles north of Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, Putin thought.
What is this old man talking about? Putin, man, get to Trump, bro.
Thought it was the mother home of Russia.
This man was like 2 hours late for his own conference, by the way.
The capital would fall in less than a week. But the Ukrainian people, backed by a coalition to help build, stopped them. Today, Kyiv still stands.
Double tap the screen. Before we get into this filth, let's look at Stephen A. Smith.
Ways of YouTube. Thursday night, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump held their first of two scheduled debates moderated by CNN's Dana Bash and Jake Tapper at CNN Studios in Atlanta, Georgia. During the 90-minute debate, Biden and Trump were asked about the economy, the war in Ukraine, climate change, the border, and election denials, issues most Americans, in polls anyway, say they're most concerned about. And let's not get Roe v. Wade. Those are some of the issues heading into the 2024 election, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a disaster. It was an utter embarrassment.
Oh.
The fact that those two candidates, one that's been indicted and ultimately convicted, who's been impeached twice, the other who's clearly lost his fastball, he's a bit slower than considerably.
Now, have you noticed, we don't only play pro-Trump shit, you know what I'm saying? We like to hear all opinions, and we need to weigh it out because he is saying something that other people, including Wax AP, that was saying earlier. You got indicted for a crime. But ain't this the land where it doesn't matter what you been, where you been, or what you did? Like, you could be all you could be in this country. Matter of fact, it's illegal to discriminate against him.
He's slower than he used to be. No shame in that. He's 81 years of age.
Like, you could be all you could be in this country.
We're talking about our president, Joe Biden. But the bottom line is that 2-3 minutes in, he froze. 2-3 minutes in, you were wondering, the panic mode hit because you were wondering whether or not this was going to be Mitch McConnell all over again when he froze during a press conference. It was scary as hell. And the fact that these are the two best candidates that the world has to see.
I got that third opinion. The third opinion is that it's all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? According to some people.
And NATO stands stronger than it has ever been. During the week of this summit,
Lies, them motherfuckers all broken up.
several heads of states made it a point in their statements to thank the United States and to thank me personally for all that NATO has achieved. NATO's not
Hey, Coughing Joe, we need you to stop fucking coughing during your press conference. Conference.
only stronger, NATO is bigger because we led the charge to bring in Finland and Sweden into the alliance. And it makes a gigantic difference.
Wow.
Excuse me. Meanwhile, my predecessor
Did this motherfucker some Robitussin, y'all?
has made it clear he has no commitment to NATO. He's made it clear that he would feel no obligation to honor Article 5. He's already told Putin, and I quote, "Do whatever the hell you want." In fact, the day after Putin invaded Ukraine, here's what he said. It was genius. It was wonderful. Some of you forgot that, but that's exactly what he said. But I made it clear, a strong NATO is essential to American security. And I believe the obligation of Article 5 is sacred. And I would remind all Americans, Article 5 is invoked only once in NATO's long history. And that was to defend America after 9/11.
Okay.
I made it clear that I will not bow down to Putin. I will not walk away from Ukraine. I will keep NATO strong. That's exactly what we did.
You did exactly the opposite. You absolutely bowed down to Putin. What's up with this dude? Somebody been using this dude head like a punching bag.
For all that NATO has achieved. NATO's not only stronger, NATO is bigger because we led the charge to bring in Finland and Sweden into the alliance. And it makes a gigantic difference. And it makes a gigantic difference. Excuse me. Meanwhile, my predecessor has made it clear he has no commitment to NATO.
Okay.
He made it clear that he would feel no obligation to honor Article 5. He's already told Putin, and I quote, "Do whatever the hell you want." In fact, the day after Putin invaded Ukraine, here's what he said. It was genius. It was wonderful. Some of you forgot that, but that's exactly what he said. But I made it clear, a strong NATO is essential to American security.
I agree.
I believe the obligation of Article 5 is sacred.
I agree.
And I would remind all Americans, Article 5 is...
No, deflection. Again, deflection. More deflection. Let me tell y'all something. Every sentence that this motherfucker say, we can stop each sentence and go look up what he's saying. Every fucking thing that come out this man's mouth is a fucking deflection or a lie. An outright lie.
Invoked only once in NATO's long history. and that was to defend America.
Might get this man some Robitussin. Pour him up a cup. Double cup his shit, y'all.
After 9/11, I made it clear that I will not bow down to Putin. I will not walk away from Ukraine. I will keep NATO strong. That's exactly what we did, and exactly what we'll continue to do. Now, the future of American policy is up to the American people. This is much more than the political question. It's more than that. It's a national security issue. Don't reduce this to the usual testament that people talk about, issues of
Yeah, we smoking on Joe tonight.
being a political campaign. It's far too important. It's about the world we live in for decades to come. Every American must ask herself or himself, is the world safer with NATO? Are you safer? Is your family safer?
Yo, that motherfucker Trump ain't say shit about no NATO.
I believe the American people know the answer to all those questions is yes. And I believe the American people understand that America is stronger because of our alliances. I believe the American consensus from Truman to Reagan to me still holds today. America cannot retreat from the world. We must lead.
Kamala's in the building. Let me tell you something. If Kamala found this video, that means she ain't getting no dick. For real. You know what type of miserable bitch you gotta be to sit around and look up everything they saying about you, and you know they saying a lot of shit. I think she will be simplifying her life a little bit more than that. Come on, man. Give us some credit. She know better not to be around here.
Lead the world. We're our indispensable nation, as Madeleine Albright wrote. Now let me turn to three other key issues.
Okay.
Just this morning, we had a great economic report showing inflation is down. Overall prices fell last month. Core inflation is the lowest it's been in 3 years. Prices are falling for cars, appliances, and airfares. Grocery.
Look what foremost said. All that money Biden sent to Ukraine. There's a kickback for all the bribes Ukraine gave Biden's family. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how much money they gave Hunter to smoke that crack, though. How much money did they give Hunter? Oh, poor Hunter. Y'all mad that Trump family father gave him a couple of dollars? They gave this motherfucker like 46. Yo, you know what? Look. Hunter Biden getting beamed up, y'all. Come on. I'll keep throwing it in your face. Hunter Biden getting beamed up on camera, y'all. He is in a tub of water. It's a spiritual high. Oh, that's that look. Wait, that's that look. Hey, right there. Wait. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the look. Woo! That's when it hit. That's when that shit go to the upper room, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hunter Biden on camera, smoking krills, smoking that pookie. It's a spiritual high. Oh, that's that look. Wait, that's that look. Hey, right there. Wait.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm show you the look.
War.
Woo! That's when it hit. That's when that shit go to the upper room right there. Pookie! Let's get it. Gotta have him a nice little beer to go down with that meth. Sorry. The link is open for anybody that got, you know what I'm saying, they want to get their issue. You know, you want to confess some shit, man, here's the place to do it, man. Don't let them catch you on camera. You're mad that Trump father gave him some. Which one of you sorry bastards ain't gonna give your son $1 million if you got it? Come on, man. They trying to demonize my man for his father giving them some money and he becoming a billionaire. Which one of y'all know with a B behind your name? Bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? His father gave him money and he went and you know what I mean, did some pookie shit. On this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn, man. Sleepy Joe Biden's son love the crack. Thought they love the kids, but they love the crack. Geeking. On fucking camera. For ex-crook like me to find it and remind y'all.
Unbelievable. Never believe it.
Unfucking believable.
Oh, wow.
Say it ain't so, man. I like the look that he get in his eyes after he take that hit. Allegedly. This video was 2 years ago. I gotta remind y'all again. I said that I like the look in his eyes. When he gets beamed up, I was trolling. Man. I like the look that he get in his eyes after he take that hit. Get that glossy look in his eyes. Yo, man, let me tell you something what they say about Hunter. When Hunter want that crack, he really goes hunting. I mean, that motherfucker, like mostly, like in the hood, when you see a fiend, they might be running down the block, rolling 4 tires or something. Hunter is out with a gun, trying to gun somebody down for this shit. Look at this man. They said his father gave him 75 bands. It says Hunter Biden filmed himself smoking drugs during detox. After his father gave him 75,000. Hey, son, you've been doing good. Here's the 75 bands. You know what he did with that 75 bands? I'm doing God's work. They get mad at me. They get mad at me for showing Hunter Biden smoking crack. But they don't get mad at Hunter Biden for smoking the crack like he's in New Jack City. Living just to love. That's what they need to do to your man, Mr. Hunter Biden. Smoking crack like Pookie. That's not God's work. They get mad at me, but they don't get mad at, they don't go fucking searching down. You don't go hunting down Hunter and ask him why he had a broke fucking scale with all that money you got. Right? Let me show you right now what he did with that 75 bands, right? Pay attention. Wash that crack down with a fucking nice can of beer. Double tap your screen, man. Hit the like button, man. We about to go down the rabbit hole, man. I'm about to take y'all there. Fuck that talking about. Mad at me. We're showing Hunter Biden. That's like, you know what? Y'all remind me of the motherfuckers that get mad at me. One, Mac Man. They get mad at me for showing the video of a Chinese person eating a rat. Y'all get mad at me for trying to. Y'all don't get mad at the motherfucker that's shoving that crispy rat.
Never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof.
Ain't time for that. You get mad at the motherfucker. You like that? You like that? Yellow rat is yellow rat. School bus is school bus. Say I'm lying. I showed a fucking documentary of these fucking Chinese people that love to eat rat. And y'all wonder why there ain't no rats in your hood. Think about what I'm saying. Is that really targeted? Think about this. I like to eat Wagyu steak. I like to eat turkey. I like to eat watermelon and I like to eat chickens. So this is it's not targeting me to say that there might be a shortage of chickens if you put it in my hood. You know what I mean? Because I might find a way to cook that motherfucker. Think about it. A bunch of free chickens just running around your hood. Free wagyu cows. Free tilapia just flapping everywhere. Just everywhere, right? You gonna go to the supermarket and buy that shit? No. So if I say that after I look at a documentary, I type up this shit and I see it. And I share it with you people. Right? Am I really targeted? Weed and politics, man. Weed and politics. Today. Tomorrow, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know who's going to win. White chocolate is going to win. Okay? Do y'all not know who white chocolate is? China Mac is my friend. Go look at my interviews with China Mac. Type Mac mean true story, China Mac. He knows I'm not racist. Okay? I'll tell you this. One of my best friends is Chinese. Y'all gonna burn. Not me. Let's keep going. A little bit more. Let me give you a little bit more. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna do this because you know they get so sensitive about me showing this shit, like the people with the chain, you know, the rats and all that. They don't get mad at the motherfucker that's licking his fingers and putting barbecue sauce on the fucking rat. They get mad at me for showing y'all a Chinese motherfucker eating a rat. You know what I'm saying? So what? It's like showing a black person eating a watermelon, right? Come on, man. Put me in a watermelon. Put watermelons growing all around my house and see if you have any watermelons left. Bro, if I don't eat them myself, I'm going to sell them. Don't make me show y'all the people that eat rats. Because African people eat dogs too. Let's get back to this live masturbation. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that episode of Black Mirror when a dude makes the president, I think he kidnapped the president's kid and shit, and then he made the president jerk off? No, he made the president fuck a pig. Y'all ever seen that? If y'all seen that, type one. Let the people know I'm not trolling. He made the president fuck a pig on stage on live TV. CNN, everybody was there.
Nigga, you gay.
This YouTube. Don't blame it on me, man. Let's finish looking at incompetent Joe.
Prices have fallen since the start of the year. We're going to keep working.
Don't forget, if you've seen that, type one in the chat.
To take down corporate greed to bring those prices down further. Meanwhile, Trump's calling for a 10% tariff on everything Americans buy, including food from overseas, vegetables, and other necessities.
All right.
And economists tell us that would cost.
He said, you fruity as hell, bro. Richie rich. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? She, blotitious, skeevy, delicious. You fruity for saying that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Eat these fruity nuts. Ooh, baby. Is that fruity enough for you? Matter of fact, I'm about to go get my fucking Trump flag. Y'all getting on my nerves in this chat. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. You see what I'm saying? This was wrong with these motherfucking Americans, man. You heard? Come over here. It's these freedoms.
The average American working family, another $2,500 a year. It's a tax of $2,500 a year.
No, it ain't.
Second, our efforts to secure the border, southern border, is working. After Trump killed the bipartisan effort to secure the border, Republicans and Democrats had worked on, because he thought it would benefit me and make him a loser, Republicans walked away. So I took executive action last month. As a consequence, working with Mexico, border encounters have gone down over 50%. The current level is lower today than when Trump left office. Third, for months, the United States has been working to secure a ceasefire in Gaza, to bring the hostages home, to create a path for peace and stability in the Middle East. 6 weeks ago, I laid out a detailed plan in writing. It was endorsed by the UN Security Council, the G7. That framework is now agreed on by both Israel and Hamas.
You're lying. You're lying. And you're sleepy. And you need Robitussin. You heard? Because you're coughing on the mic. No freaky.
So I sent my team to the region
No diddy.
to hammer out the details. These are difficult, complex issues. There's still gaps to close. We're making progress.
Okay.
The trend is positive. And I'm determined to get this deal done and bring an end to this war, which should end now.
It wouldn't have started without your sleepy ass.
Conclude where I began. We're the United States of America. We are the indispensable nation. Our leadership matters. Our partnerships matter. This moment matters. We must rise to meet it.
We must rise to meet it. We must rise. You couldn't rally a group of inmates that had 20 helicopters in the yard to escape. You can't force your kid to go to school with this fucking attitude. We rise to meet it. You know what I hear when he say we rise to meet it? We rise to meet it. Oops. Excuse me. We rise to meet it. We rise to meet it. Oops. Excuse me. I'm Joe. Poopy Joe. Oops. What's that? Don't act like y'all can't see him farting on this. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Just for no reason. All right? We rise to meet it. Nobody believe you, Joski.
It's positive. And I'm determined to get this deal done and bring an end to this war, which should end now. Let me conclude where I began. We're the United States of America.
If he could do that, if he could deliver on that, people might fuck around and vote for him. And for the fake news is actually saying that they neck and neck. Even though we know, by we, I mean black people. Get the likes up. Oh shit. I should start talking that black shit. Give y'all black fix tonight. Make America white. I'm Make America great again. Green is the only good color, bro.
America. We are the indispensable nation.
Yeah, right.
Our leadership matters. Our partnerships matter. This moment matters.
Right.
We must rise to meet it.
We must rise to meet it.
That,
I couldn't get past that. We must rise.
I'll take your questions. I've been given a list of people to call on here. Reuters, Jeff Mason.
Now, you know I can see you when you say everybody spam Trump, right? Everybody spam Trump.
Mr. President, your political future has hung over the NATO summit a little bit.
I approve of that message. Let me hear this question though. Stop, don't spam yet. Don't spam yet. I'm gonna tell y'all when to spam Trump. And I want y'all to spam the fuck out of it. Say that shit with capital letters, fire trucks, all that shit. After this question. Let's see if incompetent Joe falls asleep after this question.
We're the United States of America. We are the indispensable nation. Our leadership matters. Our partnerships matter. This moment matters. We must rise to meet it. With that, I'll take your questions. I've been given a list of people to call on here.
Man, this shit is rigged. Watch him. Watch him. Is he going to fall asleep before he can answer the fucking question, Joe? Somebody get Joe some fucking Narcan, please. All right? Shove some Narcan up Joe's nose, man. Let's wake this old motherfucker up, please. Get him a pit bull or something, man. Because the days of fucking presidents having boxes and poodles, it's over. Sleepy Joe is now incompetent Joe.
Reuters, Jeff Mason.
Mr. President, your political future has hung over the NATO summit a little bit this week. Speaker Pelosi made a point of suggesting that your decision on whether to stay in the race was still open. George Clooney and a handful of lawmakers have called on you to step aside. Reuters is reporting tonight that UAW leadership is concerned about your ability to win.
UAW just endorsed me, but go ahead.
Thank you. My question for you is, how are you incorporating these developments into your decision to stay? And separately, what concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president.
Look at him. Look at him. Yo, he's fucking up. He just said vice president. I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be. Yo, am I bugging the fuck out? Or I didn't put these words in this man's mouth. He meant to say Kamala Harris. The point I'm trying to make is that he can't keep it together. Your man, incompetent Joe Kanaki. Am I bugging? Now, spam Trump in the chat. Spam Trump in the chat. Double tap the screen. Hit the like. Listen to your man, incompetent Joe.
President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
Yeah. Spam the word Trump in the chat. Where's all my MAGA? Am I a fanatic? Your mother. I can't make this man make these words come out his mouth. What is wrong with this, man? Yo, Rico. One more time for you. What's wrong with this picture, y'all?
Mr. President, your political future has hung over the NATO summit a little bit
He does not correct himself. This is the problem.
this week. Speaker Pelosi made a point of suggesting that your decision on whether to stay in the race was still open. George Clooney and a handful of lawmakers have called on you to step aside. Reuters is reporting tonight that UAW leadership is concerned about your ability to win.
UAW just endorsed me, but go ahead.
Thank you. My question for you is, how are you incorporating these developments into your decision to stay? And separately, what concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she...
Now, what concerns do you have about Kamala Harris? Basically, he's asking you, okay, this is your vice president. Do you have any concerns when it comes to her going head to head with him? They should have been asking you, do you have a problem with yourself? Because he can't even fucking remember who's his vice president. Trump is not your fucking vice president, you goofy. Pay attention, y'all.
she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
I'm telling you, man, I'm spamming this shit, B. Trump. This is y'all king.
I wouldn't have picked President Trump if I didn't think she was
You know what I'm saying, bro? Carol, welcome. You're in the right fucking place. They try to get you talking about they get so mad about this man saying black jobs, but ain't y'all even more? You should be offended that they think that by default they get the black vote. The real racist motherfuckers that y'all be seeking is the motherfuckers that be telling y'all everybody's racist. When racism ever stopped you getting a job? Or feeding your kids? Or putting them nice belts y'all like putting on? And all this other goofy shit y'all be showing on Instagram and everywhere else. I learned the most brokest motherfuckers show the most. You know what I'm saying? He's so broke. And such in a rush to tell people, you know what I mean? Yo, fuck y'all. Where was y'all when I was, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Get little Uzi ass up off of my. See what I'm saying? This is why we need Trump back in the office. All right?
If she were at the top of the ticket.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president until I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Number one. The fact is that the consideration.
Nobody corrects him. This is incredible. This is great TV. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. You ain't subscribed, we be on bullshit. I'm letting you know now. All right? I need the likes to go up, though. We are on YouTube. And we're doing it for the likes. I'm entertaining y'all, man. Some of y'all come over here and you'll be like, you know what I mean? Y'all gave me problems about Hunter Biden smoking crack. Didn't give me no problems about Hunter Biden. But y'all gave me a fucking problem for me pressing the live button and showing y'all how much Hunter Biden loves crack. Then y'all said I was trolling, and I showed y'all with him with the crack pipe in his fucking mouth, firing that bitch up. Oh shit, I pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the fucking bride. G Money. White G Money. Hunter Biden, I show y'all Hunter Biden firing that fucking, that metal bowl up and just letting his brain take him to the fucking Enterprise. Y'all got mad at me. I don't fuck with people like that. Nah, I don't be fired. I don't even. Yo, let's just keep it real. I don't like people like that, man. Not like that. Not like that. You know what I mean? Not like that. I do have showrunners. You know what I mean? They just put all type of shit up on the screen. Sometimes I just don't know what the fuck they. My hands in my, you know, under my. See, here y'all go. There y'all go with that bullshit. See. Drake won that battle, y'all. Drake won the battle. Salute to Drake. You know what I'm saying? All y'all Kendrick Lamars. You know, I got love for y'all. I love Kendrick Lamar too. He's a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? My best friend is a Gemini. You know what I mean? I have nothing against Kendrick Lamar or Gemini. Tupac was a Gemini. Double tap the screen, please. Get the lights up. Before I have to show y'all a particular African individual like eating a fucking dog on camera. What the fuck? He hacked that little motherfucker up. I mean, some people, and that's fucked up because some people got like real names for their dogs, like Robert. You know what I mean? And Jimmy. Come here, Jimmy. You know what I mean? How could you kill a dog named Jimmy? You sorry son of a bitches. And hack them up too, like with the big machete, like hacking them. Oh God. I only like Americans, okay? That's it. Is that racist? There's so many different nationalities in America. I like those ones that come from this country, the motherfuckers that like eating beef. No Diddy, not kangaroo. All right? Now, being that we talking about Tupac pictures and Meek Mill, allegedly. Yo, Meek Mill gonna see me, he gonna be so mad at me for showing this. You wanna know why? Because I'm the guy that tell everybody, where is the motherfucking lock that's keeping this man caged in? Because somebody tried to tell me that this was something wrong with this. Fuck could be wrong with this? You know what I mean? This is that. Me saying that something wrong with this would be the same thing as me telling a woman and man not to role play. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you got a white chick, you feel me? You know what I mean? And you a black dude, you feel me? Ain't nothing wrong playing. Nothing wrong with playing fuck the slave owner. Mayhem. I'm just starting, man. I'm really just starting, man. There's nothing wrong with playing fuck the slave owner. You want to know why? Because there's no obligation. There's no, nobody's putting no gun to your head for you to play fuck the slave owner, right? But in this picture, there's no lock on this thing. And this is the problem most people was having with this picture. Y'all feel me? You get me? You get me where I'm coming from? We're going to get back to Biden in a second. We have to talk about the injustices of this country, all right? And first and foremost, I need y'all to get the likes up. For real, for real. Let's get the likes up, all right? While y'all look at Meek Mill, all right? Think about your life for 30 seconds. All right, I'm back like hooked up Hunter Biden crack. Oh yeah, I'm back like hooked up Hunter Biden crack. Good shit, you know what I'm saying? That bass, that shit that make you want to cry.
What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY and hear it for yourself. $2 for the first minute?
Like I said, entertainment, buddy. Entertainment. Some people be taking this shit way too serious. Like, I don't give a fuck whether you like Biden or you like Trump. Real talk. I'm not going to cancel you because of that. Not like my family did to me. They called me Uncle Tom, man. They said, Trump? Oh, Trump. You might as well vote for Diddy. All right. Biden voters, why are Democrats so angry? They are so hateful. They are so hateful. They want to hurt people, man. Hey, man, them Democrats, especially them, yo, man, I'll tell you, man, those white Karens with the cornrows in their hair. Y'all think I'll be bullshit when I'm talking about that role player shit? I tell you, man, yo, last when Trump was there was a rally one time, right? It was in Indiana and there was one in Kentucky, right? I went to both of them shits. On my way back from Kentucky, I'm shooting across the bridge to fucking Cincinnati. Cars follow me off the highway. Get off the highway. Now, mind you, I have the same Trump flag. I told you a story recently. But for the people that wasn't here, I have the same Trump flag that's in my hand right now. In the back of my fucking window. A group of fucking cornrow wearing white Karens chased me down like they was like the female Bloods. Like Bloodettes, white Bloodettes. You know what I'm saying? They about to give me all the fucking business. I thought I did something. These bitches was chasing me down because I had a Trump flag. Your white guilt is not going to save this country, sweetheart. The fact that you fucking, or that you exclusively fuck black niggas from the hood, you know what I mean? And they allow you to act like a ratchet around them and raise their kids all kind of fucking ways and shit, doesn't give you the pass. You feel me? Or the experience to think that you could tell a motherfucker like me who I should be voting for. All right? Maybe that's why a lot of y'all don't tell people who you vote for. Maybe because you know what type of shit you're gonna do once you find out somebody's being voted for. I tell you what, take that white guilt, shove it up your Karen ass. How about that? And whoever that bum ass Darnell, because a lot of you dudes of a certain color like fucking with them big whales. When you see the white boy with the black chick, she the baddest joint on the block. She the joint that never even talked to you. But some of y'all dudes go get those Karens, you know what I'm saying? And ooh baby, they swear they know black pain. The fuck is black pain? Black pain is just as relevant as black jobs. Huh? Because you must be subscribing to some sort of fucking form of black pain to be telling me that you mad about somebody saying black jobs. Who gives a fuck if they say black jobs or white jobs, nigga? Let's call it green jobs. I want green jobs. I want green jobs that give me a green piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the white job. The white job is Hunter Biden smoking crack on camera, okay? That's the white job. The white is on the scale. And I'm not talking about his skin color. I'm talking about what's on the fucking scale. That's the white job, the white vote right there. Fuck out of here. You motherfuckers on dope. Like Hunter Biden. Get mad at me all you want, man. You want to smoke crack on fucking camera. Who puts the fucking camera in front of themselves in the tub, balls dangling, gets a fucking lighter, and then has a cold six-pack in me. Oh. Let's analyze this video again, man. Fuck this sleepy ass motherfucker, because he ain't even saying nothing interesting. The reason why I'm playing this video in the first place is because Lansky is the one that told me to play this video. He said we should get Biden's perspective. That is not Biden. Okay, take him off the screen, please. Thank you. It's not Biden. We should be getting Biden's perspective. You want to know why? Because we want to show the people that we are not biased towards their opinions. But you know something? I'm starting to feel biased. Lansky, you want to know why? I'm starting to feel biased because Obama came to this motherfucker and made all this freak shit regular. Regular. For real. He said, y'all good. You know what I mean? We're going to protect these people, these fucking foreigners and all this other shit. But fuck y'all niggas. All that black pain y'all got. Said, well, you know what? He didn't have to do anything for us. Put some money into the colleges, into the black colleges. What the fuck is black colleges? Here we go with that black word again. Y'all are too black. Too black, too strong. Y'all remind me of the motherfucker from CB4. I'm black. I'm blacker than black. Had a whole white wife. Now knowledge born. There's the old man, and you know what? Let me not even bring y'all there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the fuck Tupac doing. He used to be my favorite rapper until I seen this picture. Okay? My mother is mad at me because I posted this on TikTok. She seen it and was appalled at me, at the birth of me. She was the herb when she told me after this shit. My mother loves Tupac. When I was locked up, being a real nigga, like Hassan Campbell, when I was locked up, my mother hated hip hop. You know what I mean? I don't think she hated hip hop. I think that she heard me singing. Mind playing tricks on me. All right, let's take it back. Let's finish talking about. We can even talk about the black guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm black, the pro-black dude that say, please, can you tap that white woman right there? Or some of you, skullduggery. Get the carrots in the chat. Check this out, man. Or some of y'all got turquoise guns. Some of y'all clothes, the stuff you decide you like to wear, the fabrics and shit like that is a little bit different. Let's just say that, right? Different. 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 There's nothing wrong with different. I used to be a real different type of guy. I was a bandit. You know, I come from television background. That right there is a Sherry Shepherd to me, right? And mind you, I do have something relevant to tell you. This is not all trolling. Some of this shit is real. I'm sorry, mommy. I ain't mean to, disrespect Tupac. I won't put that up no more. Let me look at some of the comments. Sorry, y'all. I didn't see no water or food in that cage. Oh, let me just tell you something about that, Mayhem, about that cage that you was just talking about. All right. I didn't see no water or food. That is cold-blooded. Oh, y'all cold. Somebody said that they ain't see no water or food in that cage. I'm going to tell you one thing that you need to really need to pay attention to about this cage.
I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling.
Right. All right. The thing that you want to know about this cage here that Meek Mill's in, allegedly the Meek Mill, there's no water or food in that cage. And the fucking floors, I always say this, are excellent. Those floors are clean. I like those floors. Yeah. Now, I do like those floors.
I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling.
Oh, God. Somebody better come get their kids. Jesus. All right, let me get back to the comments. That means James Brown, my era. Say it loud. Lil Uzi, man, read the room, bro. All right, Pac wild for that pick. Well, my mother said it might not be a real pick, man. That's what my mother said. That pink Coke hit different. What? Stacey Galore in the building. Is it 11:11? No. Gorillas, what picture are you talking about exactly? Are you Indian? You sound like Indian supermarket cashier. Welcome to 7-Eleven. Anything to divert from the attention of Meek Mill. I get it. Y'all Trump. Y'all Trump supporters gonna be sorry when Project 2025 kicks in. Sheba, that's how you sound to me. Sheba, you sound like this. Your Trump supporters gonna be real sorry, I reckon, when Project 2025 don't kick in. And my name is Sheba. With one E. I tell you what, Sheba, hit my Instagram. Let's get some money, cause I can't get that out of my head. I can't even understand. But hit my Instagram, Sheba. You want to get some money?
I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling ding-a-ling. I ain't selling.
Grab him by the pussy. Oh shit, I ain't on mute. Oh shit. My bad.
I ain't selling ding-a-ling.
Must be them.
Perk 30, I just popped out perk 30.
They get mad at Mac Mean for showing the men smoking crack. Whoa, this is a family channel, bro.
I ain't selling ding-a-ling.
Man, they hate when I do that. I know that. But this is a family channel. Let me look at the con. I'm about to say cunt. I mean, like, because when you think about grabbing by the pussy, that's wow. That's too much. Hey, Stacy Galore, tell me, can you tell them in the chat where they want to get grabbed by? If they're not grabbing them by the pussy, are they grabbing them by the arm? Are they grabbing them by the hair, the face? Where is one being grabbed by if you're not being grabbed by the pussy? I'm going to give y'all an interesting fact. I've grabbed every woman's by the pussy. Every woman that ever came in contact that was my girl. Okay, well, Stacy Galore says, I grab guys by the hot dog. 2020. Oh, shit. Straight up. I mean, America needs a dictator, population not fit. So, Paul Salsi, LBGE2K. Let's get back to Trump quickly. OG people going to rumble now. Venezuela is in the building. Now, I do have a video that I want to share with y'all about those fucking Venezuelans and why Trump said, close the border. Watch how foul they run through New York City, yo. They cannot be controlled. Cash Jordan, salute to Cash Jordan.
With our servers designed for AI.
Venezuela, come defend your people, bro. Come defend your people, bro. You gotta say something. You gotta say something that's gonna make people think different, because right now there's 1 million views. This shit ain't been up 2 days, and everybody's saying it. It says it begins. Gangs start arming migrants in NYC. This is what's going on. Now, I'll let y'all know. I don't like Venezuela Reyes. I hate that motherfucker. But it's an animal crime. It's a hate crime. It's a hate. What happens if you hate animals and you do something to one of them? Let's say, for instance, like if I would okay, like technically, right? Let's say if I was walking down the hallway and then I seen this cat that I didn't like. He looked like Morris, mad fat, got the little stumpy tail, but he meaner than all the rest of the cats that be in my backyard. I mean, in that whatever backyard. Let's say, for instance, technically, which I would never do, because I love animals, and I have a few animals in here. My best friend, one of my best friends, are an animal. But let's just say, if I was to kick that animal in the stomach real hard, so to a point where, or if I put an M80 on the side of him and then lit it up and then told him, get lost, you know what I'm saying, and lit it, would that be a crime? I'm sure it would be a crime. Whatever crime that is, that's the type of charge I would get for saying something against Venezuela. Reyes. All right. These Venezuelans is fucking New York up. This is what they're doing now. They arming each other through the food, bro. It's the Uber Eats. They on yo, bro, look at this.
Came face to face with the judge this morning. Now, he made a shocking confession to authorities, saying that he is a member of the vicious Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, and that gang is smuggling firearms into.
And Venezuela has to answer for the people that he is harboring in Manhattan. He's harboring people in Manhattan, allegedly. You think Reese Witherspoon is illegitimate of John? Yo! That's great. Holy shit. That's dope. Is Reese Witherspoon the illegitimate daughter? Yo, imagine if that was really true, though. Y'all need to be careful how y'all trolling. Be careful what you say, you pieces of shit. Okay? Respect this show. This is a fucking family show, all right? All right. Watch this shit, y'all. Y'all love New York so much.
Migrant shelters.
So apparently there are now weapons and gang members inside some of the city's shelters for asylum seekers, like this one right here, which creates a dangerous environment not just for those inside these controversial facilities, but also for everyone out on the streets of this city, where police say their battle with a notorious, dangerous gang is just getting started.
They're waving the guns around.
Correct.
Waving guns and flashing gang signs on this video. The NYPD says these are suspected members of the ruthless.
This is why my man Trump wanted them fucking borders closed. They got Chinese dudes coming from Mexico. Come on, bro. When the last time you seen a Chinese dude in Mexico, bro? Just chilling, his whole family. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is flying in. They not flying in just because they in trouble in their country. That's why the doors is open. The doors is open because you're in trouble in your other country. No, they seeing opportunity. They about to fuck this country up. And Trump is going to build 3 walls, a moat, some other shit. I think Foreman said that earlier.
Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, which has been infiltrating the U.S. for the last 2 years.
Terrorists. Fucking terrorists. Venezuela Red, get your ass up here and defend your people, bro. Because when they was over there eating out of the garbage, we was out here doing live, saying feed them. I said, those bitches got some fat asses. Just saying. I know some women that rather sell their ass before they eat out of a garbage can. Respectfully. Allegedly. Venezuela, free Palestine, that's a fact. Free Palestine, that is a whole fact.
A closer look. Surveillance video shows a man toting a gun. He's demanding custody.
It's broad day. These niggas is in an open air, you know what I'm saying, eatery. Look at the waitress is coming to take their order. Your man is walking around with the gat in his hand. He think he's back in Ecuador. Y'all remember that hood site? What was it? Hoodsite.com? Where you see how they was getting down to Ecuador and, you know what I'm saying? And Venezuela. You ever seen the jails out there? Ooh, baby. Don't ever get caught randomly in the Venezuelan jail. It will be curtains for your ass.
Look, surveillance video shows a man toting a gun. He's demanding customers here to hand over their watches and wallets. You can see the customers give up their belongings.
There's not much you can do when you got a gun near you.
We feel generally very safe, so it's a bit of a surprise.
It was shocking. The way that this young self-proclaimed gang member gave up the info on his fellow gang members about the tattoos, how to identify them, the practices in Venezuela, why they shoot at the cops.
But the most shocking claim, the gang has been smuggled.
Booyah, Jonathan. The saddest thing is within the next 10 years, there will be a serious terrorist attack on U.S. Let's hope not. Because of how many unchecked terrorists got through the fucking border unchecked. Bingo. Oh, he's racist. He doesn't like Mexicans. Trump will support Israel. I doubt it. Brazil, Mexico, pure brutality and annihilation. Man, let me tell you something. All of those countries down there. Let's keep it real. Honduras, all of them joints. El Salvador. Y'all seen them videos in Brazil? All them little niggas jumping off on, spraying everything up, making sure everybody's dead. They bugging. They do that shit on camera. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about Brazil. They're that machismo is crazy down there. They like orphan and unaliving women right on camera. You know what I'm saying? They like cutting heads off and all that. All these dudes. And them dudes, Cash Jordan about the short right now. Them dudes, they recruiting through the videos, bro. They got machetes in the video. They chopping, they bugging the fuck out. And now they're in Times Square making videos. Hello? You know, I'm not, listen, I don't got nothing against no particular people. I'm just saying, if you got the opportunity of a lifetime, stay low. And if you came here to exploit the American dream, then God bless your soul. Exploit the American dream. Don't come out here chopping niggas' heads off and doing all that goofy shit. You know what I mean? Trust me. In a second in New York, it's going to be Bloods and Crips versus them. You want to know why? Because in a second, it's about to be an issue. It's not going to be, look, think about it like this. You a bandit, I'm a bandit. We all out here robbing and stealing and doing all that shit. No problem. But when the territory becomes smaller, the pickings become smaller, man, listen, after that, you already know what it is. Especially on Rikers Island. I bet Rikers Island is a zoo right now.
Guns into city-run shelters.
Trinidad Aragua members were smuggling firearms into city shelters inside food delivery packages. That way they'll have to go through the metal detector.
It is believed this video was made while the gang members were in Ecuador, and its purpose is to recruit new members.
Then, when you fast forward, you see the same individuals where? In Times Square. So that's our concern.
New York's shelter system is now under scrutiny after claims of weapons being smuggled inside. And although critics are going to say this is an I told you so moment, what nobody's talking about is that this doesn't just prove New York is a sanctuary for immigrants, it's also a sanctuary for those who wish to live a life of crime. Because why on earth is it that New York has been selected by these gangs as the training ground for their new and growing US-based army of operatives?
Yeah, why ain't go to Cali?
Certainly it can't be the weather that's brought these thugs to New York, with the intent of stealing and committing violence against not just the people of the city or other asylum seekers, but also its police force, who's trying to do its best to protect everyone here while...
Jonathan said they tearing up Chicago too. The war for the world is actually the big picture. Ooh, mayhem talking tonight, y'all. Hunter and Joe and Jill are winning. Okay.
Dealing not just with militant gang members, but also a militant legal system, which protects those very same crooks after the police do their job and make an arrest. And critics say that right there is the real reason why we've now got a gang problem inside some of the shelters, because although 200,000 people, more than that, have come here seeking asylum, a small minority are able to work the system in their favor. Because this is a state with laws that mandate every criminal who steals or commits a low-level assault get released after they're arrested and let back out on the streets to continue their lives of crime, just so our progressive judges and politicians can sleep peacefully at night, knowing that nobody's going to have a criminal record on their watch. But at the same time, moped-related robberies are up, attacks on police are up, and everyone in charge of stopping this wave of violence says it's bigger than any of us realize. Because that's what the latest gang member to attack the police told them.
He went and ratted on his whole fucking crew. You know what I'm saying? First dude that got locked up.
So here we have the Roosevelt Hotel, a 1,000-room shelter that also serves as the arrival welcome center for people who just came to the city. And it's full of caseworkers and aides to help people file claims.
This shit is a lobby for the gangsters, nigga. Remember Scarface in the beginning? Those were supposed to be refugees. Let me just give y'all a picture of what the fuck is going on here, right? Just in case y'all don't know, right? In the movie Scarface, that place where they shot that, it was supposed to be Miami. after all the people came from Cuba. Castro kicked their ass out of the country, got rid of all the criminals, all the dope heads, and you know what I'm saying? Supposedly they were supposed to be political refugees, right? So that actual scene from Scarface was taken. They had to film that in Cali because they couldn't do it for whatever reason. I know the reason, but I don't feel like explaining it to y'all. Y'all want to know the reason? Go look it up. It was the whole movie. Most of the movie was shot in Miami, but the refugee scene was shot under a highway in Los Angeles, right? Now, remember how it looked in there? Revenga, revenga. Boy. If they spam in my chat, shoot them. Say whatever you want. Just don't spam the chat. Revenga. Get that picture. Everybody housed up in the same fucking building, 1,000 rooms up in this motherfucker. Niggas slinging mad drugs. In a second, there's gonna be hoes. If they not up in there already, who regulating that whole shit? That shit is a stomping ground for these motherfuckers. That's where you get your find everything out pass right there at the Roosevelt Hotel. You know what I'm saying? I bet it's a zoo in that motherfucker.
Claims for asylum, but according to testimony from one,
they were smart. They would keep it together. They would keep it together. Man, get 1,000 of us from any hood in New York and send us over there anywhere and give us room and board. Oh boy. The last thing we want to do is crime and get hot.
one recently arrested gang member, places like this could also be serving another, deeper, darker purpose.
Bernardo Raul Castro Mata, the Venezuelan migrant, came face to face with the judge this morning. Now, he made a shocking confession to authorities, saying that he is a member of the vicious Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, and that gang is smuggling firearms into migrant shelters.
So the gentleman in this story was arrested for attacking police with a firearm after they were trying to arrest him for doing something else, which was riding his moped.
Put his ass in a wheelchair.
The wrong direction down a one-way street, which in New York, which is full of people, is very dangerous. Now, the police have been going after moped-related traffic violations because they say it's ground zero in the fight against gang-related purse and watch snatchings. And although progressive experts say cracking down on minor crimes is bad for society, police say it helps them find and arrest dangerous criminals who also commit other crimes. Which is exactly what happened when the gang member in question was captured by these two heroic officers. But what's truly frightening are the detailed revelations he gave to authorities about how he was able to obtain weapons and how weapons are proliferating throughout the shelter system in New York.
Snitched on this whole team.
He told cops he worked for
This is the Venezuelan Alpo right here.
DoorDash and received the gun from a friend.
Tren de Aragua members are smuggling firearms into city shelters inside food delivery packages. That way they'll capture.
They probably told him to say that shit.
Go through the metal detector.
On June 3rd, 2 NYPD officers attempted to pull.
So if you look at the shelter behind me, the place is crawling with security. There's a metal police barricade out front. There are several people keeping an eye on the door, and you can't get in or out of this facility without an ID that says you're allowed to live here. It seems very secure. I'm sure they've got cameras pretty much everywhere else, and there's often a police presence in front of this very same building, but that hasn't been enough to stop the flow of weapons for some reason. And that's apparently because the security here is rather lax, even though it looks rather tough. And apparently getting inside here is easier than getting through a TSA checkpoint and getting on an airplane where they scan everything. And if you try to get on an airplane with a bottle of water, they are going to test that water to see what's in it and make sure that it's actually water. But apparently people have been able to bring food or whatever they want in here. They're only checking people. They're not checking pizza boxes or burrito bowls, which is apparently how gang members have been smuggling weapons into facilities just like this. But before we get into how bad this problem is and why critics are saying it's an existential threat to the city, it's important to understand that these shelters, the more we learn about them, from the food that's being served that makes the people inside sick, to the gangs that are now seemingly operating with impunity while inside them, all of this makes it look like these places, which are shelters, they're supposed to rehabilitate people so that those people can live normal lives. It makes it look like they're failing in that mission and that they may never accomplish it. On top of that, the shelter
Bingo.
The system here is so overcrowded that people are evicted after 30 days for single adults and 60 days for families, which means not only are these places failing in their mission to help the less fortunate, they now have to accomplish that mission in as little as 30 days in some cases. And now we're learning that
how the fuck they supposed to get all that shit in 30 days, man? This shit is rigged. I bet the welfare officers in New York is looking crazy.
gangs that may be operating in facilities just like this all over town are some of the worst, not just in America, but in the entire world.
In court this morning, the ADA says Mata also said that shooting at police officers is what they do in his home country.
It is common practice for Trinidad gang members to shoot at police officers because Venezuelan police officers shoot at gang members for minor infractions. Venezuelan police officers get shot often in my home country because criminals feel there is a chance of getting away.
He was once
Right, so we're not just talking about a merry band of robbers who are stealing from the rich to feed the poor. That's not what's going on here. And apparently these gangs operate with a code of violence their members are forced to adhere to. And unfortunately, these criminals have found a recruitment goldmine in the city's shelter system, which have housed hundreds of thousands of people, many of whom came here seeking a better life and job opportunities. Opportunities critics say they were not dissuaded from believing in as they checked into these very same facilities. But sadly, the situation now is such that if you go by many of these places,
Rigo said make a fucking example out
you'll
of it.
see people hanging out all day with really nothing to do. They're not here accomplishing the purpose that they set out to accomplish, and that's gotta be frustrating. But it's not an excuse for criminal activity. But even though the crime we're learning about is due to the actions of just a small minority of people, police have discovered something much more frightening than anything we've discussed so far as part of their investigation into what these gangs are really up to. Something's going on over here. All these police just came charging out of this door right over here in the back of the bus terminal. Regardless, the new challenge facing New York's finest is different than anything they've ever had to deal with in the past, that's for sure.
They're waving the guns around. Correct. Waving guns and flashing gang signs on this video. The NYPD says these are suspected
Let's get the lights up, man. Double tap the screen. Hit that like button. Let's go.
members of the ruthless Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, which has been infiltrating the U.S. for the last 2 years. NYPD assistant.
So the police have been working overtime to investigate.
Get the lights up, man. Double tap the screen, man. All right, let's get them all the way up. We ain't got no likes on this joint, man. Let's go. Double tap that screen. Or go to the top right of your screen, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button's at. Motherfuckers that sent these niggas back to the country came over here with the best opportunity in life and said, fuck that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, you know what I mean? We gonna rock it up, man. We gonna shoot the fucking police. Fuck that. You know, this is better for us. All right? Jesus Christ. Major fail. Major fail.
Particular gang and learn how they're potentially using the asylum crisis as cover for their operations. Recent reports say the gang is intent on expanding its operations in the city because of our lax justice system, which make the streets of New York the perfect place to bring in green criminals and put them through a training program of sorts, because they can do a whole bunch of things wrong here and never really get punished for it, as long as it's not too egregious. Think about it. Where else can you ride your little moped up to a group of people eating on the sidewalk and rob them and get away? This happened 3 times in Williamsburg, Brooklyn last week. And although we don't know who the assailants were, as they were wearing motorcycle helmets, it doesn't take an idiot to see that this is an environment criminals of all backgrounds could favor. But the idea of gang members potentially robbing restaurant patrons isn't even the worst part about all this. The scary part about all this is what police found in the online videos they discovered.
Niggas gonna start gunning these motherfuckers down.
Relating to this gang's activities.
It is believed this video was made while the gang members were in Ecuador, and its purpose is to recruit new members.
Then, when you fast forward, you see the same individuals where? In Times Square. So that's our concern.
The NYPD says Tren de Aragua has been making it over the border with the migrant influx and is getting established in New York.
Yeah, this is like a promotional video from a travel agency catering to criminals who want to do something wrong. And one moment, these guys are dancing around with guns in another country, and then the next moment, they're in the middle of Times Square. They're essentially saying, just get on a bus, come to New York, join us. By the way, did you know that Times Square is a gun-free zone? That's where they filmed this. And even though this video was filmed in Ecuador, Venezuela, where the gang claims to be from, is also a gun-free country. You're not allowed to own firearms there unless you're in the military or the police force. And of course, the shelters are supposed to be gun-free zones as well. That's why pizza boxes and takeout bags are being used to smuggle things from outside the shelters to inside the shelters. Yet none of that seems to matter to the criminals that are here.
Now, man. Crazy, man. Yo, also in New York, let me show you something. Yo, this dude is in New York. He got a chick. He put her in a sleeping bag and dumped her in front of his building. Y'all know about this shit? This is what the fuck y'all in New York. Y'all love in New York. Hold on, let me show you what's going on. This happened yesterday, I think.
The man who police suspect dumped a woman's body outside
Ain't letting him go today.
of a building in Kips Bay, now charged with concealment of a human corpse. 56-year-old Chad Irish was mobbed.
What in the black YouTube?
By a crowd as he was taken out of the Strauss houses yesterday evening. 31-year-old Yasmin Williams' body was found on Sunday. She'd been shot in the head and her body wrapped in plastic and stuffed into a sleeping bag. But right now,
rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. This is a comment. This is a hell of a theme, right? Like lately, we've been bumping into a lot of this crazy shit, man.
Now, Irish is not charged with murder. He is expected to leave the 13th precinct in just about an hour from now. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is live outside the 13 in Gramercy Park.
Like, how do you explain putting the fucking body in the garbage in front of your building, my nigga?
Sonia?
Yes, Sandra, the man we expect to see here shortly is Chad Irish, and he has a long criminal history. This is an older mugshot of him from one of his many past arrests. He has many and has served time in state prison as recently as 2022 for robbery. Now, yesterday, just before 6 o'clock in the evening, friends, family, and neighbors of murder victim Yasmin Williams mobbed Irish as he was taken out on a stretcher and taken into police custody. They yelled murderer. They cursed him out. They threw punches, and they asked why. Why would he kill a 31-year-old woman who grew up in this neighborhood, whose family and friends loved her, and who by all accounts never had a problem with anyone? Williams' body was found stuffed in a sleeping bag and then trash bags and left with the trash on East 27th Street Friday night. The medical examiner determined
piece of shit.
She'd been shot in the head. Now, we don't know if Irish is responsible for her death. He has not been charged in her murder, but he is charged with concealment of a human corpse. He's also charged with being in possession of an illegal firearm and with menacing one of the people who was in that large group that swarmed him yesterday. Now, he may not have been charged in Williams' death, but it is still
only way they let him go is if he working. He gotta be working.
Very early in the investigation, and detectives are still gathering evidence.
I mean, just getting caught with the gap. They're not letting you go in New York.
But they do believe that Irish was the man that they saw on surveillance video dragging the body and leaving it there in the garbage on East 27th Street on Friday night. He was using, the man on video was seen using a dolly to wheel the body there. Because he uses a wheelchair, police have a special van here at the precinct station house that can take him to central booking and then to court. We're live outside the 13th precinct station house in Gramercy Park. Sonia.
The fuck is they doing in New York, bro? Brooklyn Zoo. Shame on you. Shame on you. All right, what city y'all in, man? Let me see what y'all talking about over here, man. I got one more thing for y'all, man. Crack like cookie. I don't know, man. I think that is self-explanatory. with this Trump Biden shit, man. You either get it or you don't get it. You either get it or you don't get it. Not everybody's on Trump's side. But they don't take a fucking rocket science to see that Joe Biden is slow as fuck.
For the presidency of the United States might be one of the most embarrassing situations we've ever witnessed as a country. You know, I've been on the record and I've taken a lot of heat saying this.
Like so.
But the Democrats should be ashamed of themselves. It's a national disgrace that since 2016, you didn't have enough of a bullpen and you left folks to depend on Joe Biden. It's an absolute utter disgrace that he was on that stage last night. Maybe he can sit behind the desk in the Oval Office and he's still sharp enough to make decisions.
Okay.
But clearly in a live format with no delays and no insulation whatsoever, where you stand out there on your own, mano a mano, versus a Donald Trump, who, if nothing else, was sharp. I'm not saying he was telling the truth. I'm not saying that he was substantive in everything that came out of his mouth and he was honest and factual and all of that stuff, because we know that is never the case with Donald Trump. The bottom line is he appeared to be pretty sharp, lucid, aware, quick on his feet, etc.
Wow.
And to be quite honest with you, regardless of how disrespectful he appeared at times, I thought he took it light on Trump. I'm sorry, on Biden. I thought he took it light on Biden. It was that damn bad. Now, if you're the Democratic Party, you're going to have some people out there saying it was just one night and it was just one debate. Nah. What if Trump says, I don't need to debate again? And all we have to hold on to is what we witnessed last night. A brain fart within 3 minutes. Mumbling often enough where Donald Trump ended up saying, I don't understand what he said with that last sentence. I don't think he understands what he said.
Man.
Where the nation is looking at it and you have pundits on both sides of the aisle looking sad and despondent. In Van Jones' case for CNN, he looked like he was about to cry. Other pundits were saying, where are the family members? How could you put your dad out there like that? How could you put your husband out there like that? If you're the Democratic Party, how could you put one of your colleagues and your contemporaries out there like that? What the hell is going on?
Knowing he look weak as fuck.
What's going on? He's not what he used to be. Ain't Kamala Harris qualified? Westmore, governor of Maryland. What about him? Gavin Newsom.
Double tap your screen, man. Get them likes up. Let's go.
You gonna still keep saying you ain't running, you ain't running, you ain't running. Nobody's gonna go to Biden and say, we love you. We appreciate what you've done for this country, your years of service. But please, it's time for you to step aside.
Bye-bye.
We just gonna let him go out there like that.
Word.
We just gonna leave him out hanging like that. You know how desperate that makes you look as a Democratic Party? I can say that. I don't care about people coming after me. I have voted Democrat 99% of the time in my life. The only Republican I ever voted for was Governor Chris Christie in New Jersey. That's it. Don't come to me telling me as an American citizen, I don't have a right to look at what I saw last night and be incredibly concerned. I understand this isn't the first romp we've seen in the debate. Barack Obama got
destroyed. Even if he gave him a shot, it wouldn't even matter. Even if he gave him a shot, it wouldn't even matter, because I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to give you something staggering, right? The first thing that we showed, all the comments at Biden's situation at his not rally, but his conference. Yo, the chat was smoking him. I seen so many Trump you know what I mean? Like, the comments were just bad. They dogged him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Dogged him. This is how I went just now for him. This was his clapback right here.
Is that I think I'm the most qualified person to run for president. I beat him once, and I will beat him again. Secondly, the idea, I served in the Senate a long time. The idea that senators and congressmen running for office worry
It's like the 7th time he did that nasty cough, man.
about the ticket is not unusual.
Well, we all cough once in a while, but you know, like, come on, bro. For real. There's nothing wrong with stepping down. You're a dinosaur, man. You know, walk your days out, man. Go play with your great grandkids.
I might add, there are at least 5 presidents running or incumbent presidents who had lower numbers than I have now, later in the campaign. So there's a long way to go in this campaign. And so I'm just going to keep moving.
Okay.
Because look, I got more work to do. We got more work to finish. There's so much, we made so much progress. Think about it. Think about where we are economically relative to the rest of the world. Name me a world leader who wouldn't want to trade places with our economy. We've created over 800,000 manufacturing jobs, 1.5 million, so things are moving. We got more to go. Working class people still need help. Corporate greed is still at large. Their prices, the corporate profits have doubled since the pandemic. They're coming down. And so I'm optimistic about where things are going.
How is jobs supposed to go up if corporate dollars doesn't go up? Goofy.
Danny Kemp, AFP.
Thanks. Thank you, Mr. President. I wanted to ask you about your, you mixed up Presidents Zelensky and Putin earlier today. And you now have sort of your key allies, including the British Prime Minister, the President of France, the German Chancellor having to step in and make excuses for you on that. Officials here are saying off the record that your decline has become noticeable. Hasn't this now, frankly, become damaging for America's standing in the world? Thank you.
Did you see any damage to our standing in my leading this conference?
Wow, he was real up. Man, you gotta be careful, Biden, who you allow ask those questions, man. Pay attention to this question, y'all. This is pretty direct.
The German Chancellor having to step in and make excuses for you on that. Officials here are saying off the record that your decline has become noticeable. Hasn't this now, frankly, become damaging for America's standing in the world? Thank you.
Did you see any damage to our standing in my leading this conference? Have you seen a more successful conference? What do you think? And the move.
You came out the classical music. Donald Trump came out the macho man yesterday.
The Putin piece. I was talking about Putin, and I said, and now, at the very end, I said, Putin. I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky. And then I added 5 other names.
Look, he doesn't remember shit, man. Come on, man. He called Trump his vice president earlier. He referred to him as her. He meant to be talking. He was trying to talk about fucking Kamala Harris, and he just lost, man. He's slow, bro. Look at this shit.
At the very end, I said, Putin. I said, no.
See what I'm saying? Look at this man.
What do you think? And the Putin piece. I was talking about Putin, and I said, and now, at the very end, I said, Putin. I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky.
Look at this. Come on. Man, I hate you. You're right, Jonathan. I think Jonathan said it. And we all reached this age, but you know, it's up to your people to pull you away from this.
Damaging for America's standing in the world. Thank you.
Did you see any damage to our standing in my leading this conference? Have you seen a more successful conference? What do you think? And the Putin piece. I was talking about Putin, and I said, and now, at the very end, I said, Putin. I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky.
Oh God. Oh God. You see that look? I feel bad for him. I feel bad for I just feel bad for him, man.
No, I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky.
Bo Giant. Who's gonna take 24, Trump or me? Bo. Okay. All right.
And And then I added 5 other names. Look
at that face, man. I feel so bad for him right here, man. This was my dad. I'll just fucking throw my coffee cup at the TV.
At the very end.
Word, man. If this was my father, I'll burn more rocks. I'll throw my rock capsule at the TV.
I said, here, I mean Putin. I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky.
Now look how he looks at the crowd.
And then I added 5 other, sorry, Zelensky. And then I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky.
I'm making a short out of this as soon as I'm done. This part is gold. Hold up. Look.
I said, here, I mean Putin. I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky.
Come on, man. He just made a mistake with Kamala Harris. Look at this shit, man.
Since the start of the year. We're going to keep working to take down corporate greed to bring those prices
not right here.
Bigger. Because we led the charge to bring in Finland and Sweden into the alliance.
Shut the fuck up.
Months before the invasion. I directed the intelligence community to be a significant amount of intelligence.
Looking bad, man. I can't put these fumbles in this man's mouth. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. He just looked bad. He don't look weak.
Be declassified. So
Trump was, you know what I'm saying? Call it Trump vice president.
Can start building an international coalition.
I'm looking for right now
to oppose the invasion. It was imminent.
It's just terrible, bro. All right, why don't y'all rate his performance from 0 to 10? Because that's who's going to win the fucking presidential election, man. It's your performance, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all this shit is about, performance. From 0 to 10, rate this man's performance on this. This was bad. He calls this conference because Trump went and had a fucking rally. Let's keep it real. This clapback. He should have stayed asleep.
My foreign policy, many foreign policy, Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, but Putin thought it was the mother home of Russia. The capital would fall in less than a week.
Oh, shut up. Hold up. Let's see this classic work.
NATO stands stronger than it has ever been. During the week of this summit, several heads of states made it a point in their statements to thank the United States and to thank me personally for all that NATO has achieved. NATO is not only stronger, NATO is bigger because we led the charge to bring in Finland and Sweden into the alliance.
Oh, man, sleepy.
And it makes it predecessor has made it clear. Feel no vote.
Oh. Incompetent Joe. Worst thing he did was take a question from the fucking audience. Finderlinda.
Let me conclude where I began. We're the United States of America. We are the indispensable nation. I was talking about Putin and I said, and now, at the very end, I said, the American people know the answer to all those questions is yes. And I believe the American people understand that America is stronger because of our alliances. I believe the American consensus from Truman to Reagan, retreat from the world, as Madeleine Albright wrote. This morning, we had a great economic report showing inflation is down. Overall, prices are falling for.
My boy doing bad. My boy doing bad. Oh, they asked him about it. Yo, it's crazy. They playing hardball with Mr. Incompetent Joe. He asks him about this right here.
About your, thank you, Mr. President. I wanted to ask you about your, you mixed up Presidents Zelensky and Putin earlier today. And you now have sort of your key allies, including the British Prime Minister, the President of France, the German Chancellor, having to step in and make excuses for you on that. Officials here are saying off the record that
his face, look how his face switched up as soon as he said that. See that smile right here? Look at that smile. Watch that smile melt.
Your key allies, including the British Prime Minister, the President of France, the German Chancellor, having to step in and make excuses for you on that. Officials here are saying off the record that your decline has become noticeable.
You can't make this shit up, Ronnie.
This now, frankly, become damaging for America's standing in the world. Thank you.
Did you see any damage to our standing by leading this conference? Have you seen a more successful conference? What do you think? And the Putin piece, I was talking about Putin, and I said, and now, at the very end, I said, here, I mean, Putin, I said.
Man, this right here, this 10 seconds right here is the most fucking content we've shown all night.
I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky.
That low.
And I added
oh,
five other.
My God, I'm going to make it short out of this, I swear.
All right, Zelensky. And then I added 5 other names. Look, guys.
You know what, man? I'm not doing y'all no justice by pussyfooting with y'all. I'm not doing y'all any justice. I have to show y'all exactly what I'm seeing so you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, look. I'm going to play this out this way. I want y'all to look at his face when he ace.
And I said, here, I mean, Putin. I said, no, I'm sorry, Zelensky. And then I added 5 other names. Look, guys, the idea anybody suggests that.
All troll bullshit to the side. This is sad, y'all.
That we haven't had an incredibly successful conference. How many times did you hear in that conference? I know it sounds too self-serving, but other leaders, heads of state, thanking me, saying the reason we're together is because of Biden. Because
you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right, Biden? Man, this is sad, man. And yeah, the enemies is definitely looking at us like, yo, these niggas are fucking the bad news bears right now. We looking worse than the bad news bears. Oh yeah. Oh man. Bad news fucking bears with this guy at the wheel. This guy
did the following. Look, folks, this is well, anyway.
Look at this shit.
I thought it was the most successful conference.
He didn't even answer the fucking question. This dude is gone.
I've attended a long time, and find me a world leader who didn't think it was. Next one. Nancy Cordes, CBS.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Man, spray some roach spray down this man's throat. He coughing way too much. Way too much. Trump, that is a fact. Let's see what this woman asks him.
You mentioned other instances in history where presidents have faced a challenge, but what makes this moment in history so unique is that it is not your enemies who are calling on you to reconsider your decision to stay in the race. It's your friends, supporters, people who think you've done a great job over the past 4 years. Have you spent time thinking about what it would mean for your legacy, which you've worked decades to build, if you stay in the race, despite the concerns that voters say they have, and you lose to someone who you yourself have argued is unfit to return to the Oval Office?
Well, look.
The only people that look bad are the people that give this bullshit a fucking pass. Like, you cannot see it.
I'm not in this for my legacy. I'm in this to complete the job I started. As you recall, understandably, many of you and many economists thought my initial initiatives that I put forward, can't do that. It's going to cause inflation. Things are going to skyrocket. The debt's.
I bet he ain't even got no pants on, y'all. I bet he ain't got no pants on, y'all.
Going to go up. What are you hearing now from mainstream economists?
10 voices.
16 economic Nobel laureates said I've done a hell of a job. And under my plans so far and what's going to happen in the future if I'm reelected, things are going to get much better.
Why is he talking low like that, man? Come on, man. Get this motherfucker some Narcan. Shove some put a motherfucking bag over his head with some good weed.
Our economy is growing. I was determined when I got elected to stop the trickle-down economic theory. That if the wealthy did very well, everybody else would do well. My dad was a well-read, decent guy.
Going to the tanning salon, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker got
I don't remember much trickling down on his kitchen table.
He got
middle-class people.
He got a Louis Vuitton purse face with Gucci hands.
And working-class people need help. And so what happened is I decided to was able to implement as president what I believed when I was a senator.
Okay.
And that is that the way to build this economy is from the middle out and the bottom up.
What?
That way we grow the economy.
No, did he?
And the wealthy still do very well. They do fine. And guess what?
How the wealthy still do well, stay wealthy when you saying we have to bring these corporate jobs down? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, economy.
Corporate jobs too, Fulio.
Mainstream economists have said we haven't done well. What have we not done that isn't working right now? And so we got more to do, though. We got to finish the job. And by the way, I come from the corporate state of the world. Delaware has more corporations registered in Delaware.
Oh, there go that C word again. No crip. Hey, listen, get the likes up. Double tap the screen for me, y'all. Let's get more than 100 likes up here so we get some people up in this joint. All right? Smack me. I tell the truth. But this is entertainment. And I will hurt your feelings in this chat. So please, don't make me cry.
What makes people all over America break down and cry like this?
What makes me cry is when y'all come over here and watch my show and y'all don't hit that like button. I need y'all to get the likes up. Okay. Thank you.
Than every other state in the nation combined. I'm not anti-corporate, but corporate profits have doubled since the pandemic. Double. It's time things get back in order a little bit. It's time.
He locked a lot of people up, Jamal. He locked them all up. Him and Kamala. Matter of fact, he was one of the last people when they were saying that they wanted to keep the school buses segregated. He was one of the last people to vote for that. He was like, hell yeah, let's keep these fucking white kids separate from these black kids. That's a fact.
For example, if I'm reelected, we're going to make sure that rents are kept at 5% increase. Corporate rents for apartments and the like and homes are limited to 5%.
Man, he don't know what the fuck to say.
We're going to make a lot of changes that I've been talking about because we're going to continue to grow this economy. And by the way, remember how I got so roundly criticized for being so pro-union, not labor, union. Well, guess what? I've been the most pro-union labor president in history.
Lies. More lies.
Not a joke. And guess what? We had the Treasury Department do a study. When unions do better, everybody does better.
You just finished saying oh God. And what is he trying to say? That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we sitting here, you sleepy? You want to know what? I knew it was going to go bad. When he came into his shit playing classical music after Trump played Macho Man. Right, macho man. I hope the village people don't sing that. You know what I'm saying? No diddy.
Everybody does better. And we talk about how, for example, when I went...
He be whispering like remember that picture when he was holding that little girl? You know what I'm saying? That's how he be whispering in the motherfucker's ears. Like, why are you whispering, old man?
Remember when we talked about getting the computer chip industry back in the United States? Used to be 40% of the industry. We invented the chip. 40% of the industry was in the United States. And former president...
Earlier, Brent, I don't trust nobody that read off papers, teleprompters, none of that, man. Trump just be freestyling, just dogging your man.
Decided that the best way to do it is find the cheapest labor in the world, send the product over there, and import what the product was. And so what I do, I was told not to go over to Europe, to Asia, including Europe, but Asia. And I remember going to South Korea, convincing them to invest $20 billion
Brimside Sloop.
in the United States to build computer chip factories. And I
Kenny, what's up, baby?
asked why when they finally decided to do it. And the answer was because you have the safest economy in the world, and you have the best workers in the world. So the whole idea here is we've invested, there's over 50.
That's the worst part. Seeing what's going to happen and still can't dodge it. It still end up looking dumb as fuck.
$1 billion in investment in computer chip
I
manufacturing.
wish I was controlling that teleprompter. Oh my God. If I was controlling that fucking teleprompter, it would have been comedy. Oh, it would have been epic. God's work. You know what I'm saying? It would have been way funnier than that Tupac picture. You know what I'm saying? Way funnier than that. They like, what Tupac picture are you talking about? That Tupac picture. Please get the likes up. Let's double tap the screen. If you're new here, go to the top right of your screen, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button's at. All right? That picture of Tupac. All right? Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's look alive. All right, here we go.
In the bean. None of you thought that would happen. None of you thought that would happen. But it's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's going to grow economies.
It's happening right here. On Mac Mean, true story. True story. I love you like a brother. I love you like a brother, but don't play around here. Let's get the likes up. We're on YouTube, y'all. Let's go.
All three. And by the way, red states and blue states. Matter of fact, there's as much in red states as in blue states. I've made no distinction. So my generic point is that the idea that we can't continue to build and grow the economy, make it fair. Like I said, from my standpoint, when the middle class does well, that's...
Hold up, wait a minute, Diddy. I thought you was finished. Nasty. Nasty.
That's when the whole economy grows. The poor have a shot, the wealthy do well. The wealthy got to start paying their taxes.
Your Vice President Kamala Harris would be ready to serve on day one. Can you elaborate on that? What is it about her attributes and her accomplishments over the last 4 years that make her ready to serve?
Jury found him guilty. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all an interesting fact. This is why this might not be the channel for you to be, barking up that tree around here, because the jury found me guilty too. You know what I'm saying? $69 flight logs to Epstein Island. They said Diddy got more. He's wealthy now. Let's see his taxes. Joe Biden. That's the reword. $15 to $20. People work. You saying his people work minimum wage, Joe Biden? Who the fuck put him in that case?
Selling ding-a-ling. I'm selling ding-a-ling. I'm selling ding-a-ling.
So this show, normally this show get crazy after 12 o'clock. It's nowhere near that.
Day one, if necessary.
First of all, the way she's handled the issue of freedom of women's bodies to have control over their bodies. Secondly, her ability to handle almost
that part, Kev. That part. That entire part right there. Read with me. All right, let's go dark.
any issue on the board. This was a hell of a prosecutor. She was a first-rate person, and in the Senate, she was really good. I wouldn't have picked her unless I thought she was qualified to be president. From the very beginning, I made no bones about that. She is qualified to be president. That's why I picked her. Felicia Schwartz, Financial Times.
Thank you, Mr. President. Presidency is the most straining job in the world, and it's 24/7.
It's that cough. This motherfucker said he was flying airplanes. He did it. Yo, man, this motherfucker. You ever got one of them people that you get around and shit, and everything you did, he did it too? Like, how you did everything I did, motherfucker? You some lucky ass nigga. What you reading my emails? Huh? I'm in the cold. I'm running the cold, bro.
How can you say you'll be up for that next year, in 2 years, in 4 years, given the limits you've acknowledged that you have today?
The limits I've acknowledged I have?
There's been reporting that you've acknowledged that
Respectfully, Lex. Respectfully. Respectfully. If you got to be pumped full of blood or other stuff.
you need to go to bed earlier and your evening around 8.
That's not true. Look, what I said was, instead of my...
All niggas is tricks. Trump ain't the only trick out here. Every man I've ever met in my life, since I was young, I've been tricking on bitches. Nigga, I remember in 2nd grade, we used to go to the penny store, and my mother used to give me, I used to be, if I got 50 cents, I would be lucky. I'll go get 50 cookies. And I promise you, I probably ate about 8 of those, because 42 of those cookies went to little girls. Yeah. 50 cookies. Can I get a cookie? Oh, here you got 5 cookies. You got 5 cookies. All niggas are tricks, sir. Y'all be trying to demonize Trump, man. I love it. Let's go.
Every day, starting at 7 and going to bed at midnight, it'd be smarter for me to pace myself a little more. And I said, for example, the 8, 7, 6 stuff, instead of starting a fundraiser at 9 o'clock, start at 8 o'clock. People get to go home by 10 o'clock. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, and if you look at my schedule since I made that stupid mistake of
Democrats ain't give me no stimulus
in the campaign, in the debate, I mean, my schedule has been full bore. I've done, where's Trump been? Riding around in his golf cart, filling out his score.
I didn't say that we can't afford it. I said the prices are very high. I'm saying that I think it's a beautiful thing that you have a lifestyle change. I think it's a beautiful thing that instead of buying fucking 30 steaks, eating 30 steaks in 30 days, that you eat some vegetables or perhaps grow some fucking vegetables like McNeil. You know what I mean? I've showed examples of this, So I mean, personally, I don't think, he said that y'all was millionaires under Trump and now you can't afford eggs and gas. Get the fuck out of here. I think that if people squandered the money that they had and now they're complaining, get the fuck out of here. I agree with what you're saying, because that is a fact. But I think that you are trying to aim at people. You're not really giving great advice. What you're doing is you're just trying to take a shot at them. You know what I'm saying? And it's all fair in love and war, because we take shots at people too. So I respect it. Trump didn't want to do stimmy unless he had his name on the facts. Well, yes, why not? Because if your name ain't on it, they will mark you out of history. That's why I wanted Trump care. Newsflash, we have Biden as president for the last 4 years. Do you see Biden care? Can somebody send me the link to Biden care? Please. Joe showered with his allegedly act. The unspeakable. Jonathan speaks. His schedule is not full bore. I don't know what that means. Demon rats. You work $15 per and need paid for gas for work and pay house rent and pay food your kids and base your work for a free government. You is dumb as fuck. You dumb as fuck. So great under Trump, and now 3 years later, you doing bad. They lying. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you something people can't lie about. Numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. And guess what? Guess what inflation is measured by? Inflation is measured by numbers. You know what I'm saying? So that's not a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's not a lie. Democrats, MTA bus, no ticket, and new policy get 25-year jail. We know where he's from. Everybody like that one. The country lost its way with one word on repeat. Change, change, change. Morons jumping for joy when Obama won. And I went to colleges and warned kids he's going to sell out the country for peanuts. For peanuts. He sold these motherfuckers out for grains of sand. Something smaller than that. Giving everyone money for nothing is a huge problem. Super big problem. Super big. Well, you know what? On one end, I do like to keep it real and tell you, the country was moving a little bit different. But on the other end, I would like to say that was not a good idea to give everybody fucking money. You want to know why it was the worst idea to just give a bunch of people money without making them work for it? Is that I couldn't get a cheeseburger. At that time, I was traveling a lot. I was always on the road. You know what I'm saying? And I was working for Homeland Security. I used to be going from state to state, moving around, right? Up and down the highway. And then I couldn't get a fucking cheeseburger because you niggas didn't want to go to work. Every Steak and Shake, every bum at, like every McDonald's, every Burger King said help wanted. I said, ain't this the time where you go get the job when you got the free money? Because you know it's not gonna last. If you from where I'm from, you know that if you get a bunch of free money, it's not gonna last. Unless you flip that shit. So for the people that was hating on Trump for his father giving him $400 million, well, guess what? Most people take money like that and fuck it up because they spoiled their whole life. Not Trump. That nigga turned that shit to $5 billion. Yeah, and counting. It's probably at 5.7 right now. Since the last time I checked it earlier. Now let me look at my real world. In my real world, if I had access to that type of fucking money and I was able to give my child $400 million, and I would expect in a couple of years that shit would be down like the 100 million. You know what I mean? And then they'll start flipping it from 100 million and bring it up after that. Not Trump. He didn't lose none of that. He went straight up. If you double it, that's going to be 800. You know what I'm saying? Multiply that by 10. He done flipped that 12 times. His father's in heaven proud of him. And they demonize a man for his father giving him some money. You know what I'm saying? And they demonize him for his father doing some shit back in the 80s and 70s. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Oh, man.
Scorecard before he hits the ball. I mean, look. He's
not saying that, Trump is the best motherfucking man in the world. I'm saying that he's one of the most qualified to be president of the United States. That's what I'm saying.
Done virtually nothing. And I don't know how many, don't hold me to it, roughly 20 major events. Some of them with thousands of people showing up. And so I just think it's better.
Well,
I always.
well, listen. You got to look at the money that he put into SBA. We can't just skip over that. McDonald's, Walmart's, Target stayed open, but you know, family businesses had to stay closed. Was deliberate. No, them PPPs did numbers for yo, bro. I don't know if you understand. Everybody came up, bro. Detroit was shut the fuck down, man. Chicago, all the big industries in the country, all you seen was newspaper articles about how they were shutting down, how the banks needed to be saved and all this shit. That motherfucker shut all of that down, opened the shit. All that shit got opened back up. And the money that was put into the SBA, Small Business Administration, bro, everybody, you know how many people went to jail later on for getting fake businesses because there was so much money that was directed towards SBA? Ain't nobody eat like, yo, listen, let me show you how let me give you a graphic of how deep what I'm telling you is. Downtown Cincinnati, you can't even have in a Starbucks, a McDonald's, a Burger King. Everything is small business. They got corners of cities where you can't, like Soho is like that. Feel me? There's corners of cities where corporate places cannot, Starbucks can't open up next to your mom and pop, boutique coffee shop. That's how it is downtown Cincinnati. You cannot find a McDonald's. You gotta go to Kentucky to go eat McDonald's, bro. And Burger King and all that other White Castle and all the rest of that Waffle House. You gotta go over there. You can't get that over here. That's because of the money that was flushed into Small Business Administration. All right. Trump isn't doing anything to help America people. All he's doing is giving rich tax cuts and raising rates. Now, again, SBA. The stats from SBA is staggering, bro. Too many people was able to get up. It's safe to say, the only ones that's still eating off of that Trump money, right, is the ones that did have the SBA popping. Meaning that they had business banking, they was filing taxes, you know what I'm saying? So while everybody else was getting those $1,200 stimulus checks, that's not how mine looked, okay? Because y'all got stimulus checks under your social. Some people got it under their business. So long as you was able to get to, you know what it looks like to run a standing business. In order to look like a standing business, you, number one, got to have business banking. You got to file taxes too. You understand what I'm saying? So it hit different when you were small business and you're not claiming individual stimmies. And those PPP loans did help. The legit ones, the people that legitimately got PPP loans, you know what I'm saying? I was granted $150,000. And there was like 3 times. There was 3 waves. Then there was another loan. It was called, this wasn't the PPP. This was like some extra money they just gave you, like 10 bands for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was for something. Because you got to think, a lot of people weren't able to, to keep their businesses going because a lot of people wasn't essential workers. You know what I'm saying? So that part what the person said, but that was all fixed up. A lot of people overate once shit opened up. Stocks, the crypto market, oh my God. It was disgusting. All during COVID. Bitcoin, all of that shit. That Litecoin. Oh boy, that Ethereum, right now, Ethereum is still jumping. The economy was moving. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. Y'all can make all the excuses up for this bumbling fool that's up there on my screen right now. That don't realize that it's Kamala Harris that was his vice president, not fucking Trump. He looking bad. Y'all could be mad at me, but look at this. This is, again, the example of me saying that Chinese people, there's documented that some of them eat rats. And then I show you a video of them eating rats. And then you say, you get mad at me for showing the video. Get mad at the people that's eating the rat. Don't get mad at me for showing Hunter Biden smoking good old crystal on camera. Get mad at Hunter Biden and his fucking sleepy father.
Having an inclination, whether I was playing sports or doing politics, just to keep going, not stop. I just got to just pace myself a little more. Pace myself. And the next debate, I'm not going to be traveling into 15 time zones a week before. Anyway, that's what it was about. That's what it was about. And by the way, even with that, I love my staff, but they add things all the time. At the very end, I'm catching hell from my wife for that. Anyway.
Oh man.
I
feel bad for incompetent Joe, man. I really do, man. I would like to sit down with him and just, you know what? Let me stop disrespecting Joe, because I'm not half the racist listen, I would never be able to do things that Joe Biden has done in his life. He's done a lot of evil shit though. And I can speak volumes of that. I won't. Because like I said, man, I'm not trying to kick a dead body while it's down.
I'm sorry, Zeke Miller, Associated Press.
I'm saying that in this fight, he looks incompetent.
Thank you, Mr. President. Two questions for you. First, on the NATO summit, President Zelensky, in your meeting with him, he pressed you to lift your limitations on the Ukrainian use of American weapons, saying that in his public remarks afterwards, saying that Ukraine cannot win the war unless those limitations are lifted. Are you reconsidering your position on that? And then secondly, following up on Felicia's question there, leaders of your own party have said that they're not worried about that debate. They're worried about the next bad night and the bad night after that. How can you reassure the American people that you are up to the task and that there won't be more bad nights at a debate stage or somewhere else?
First thing about Zelensky asking for the ability to strike deep into Russia. We've allowed Zelensky to use American weapons in the near term and the near or abroad into Russia. Whether or not he should be attacked. For example, should Zelensky, he's not. If he had the capacity to strike Moscow, strike the Kremlin, would that make sense? It wouldn't. The question is, what's the best use of the weaponry he has, the weaponry we're getting to him? I've gotten a more long-range capacity as well as defensive capacity. And so our military is where I'm following the advice of my commander-in-chief, the chief of staff of the military, as well as the Secretary of Defense and our intelligence people. And we're making a day-to-day basis on what they should and shouldn't go, how far they should go in. That's a logical thing to do. Second question related to
bad nights, sir. How can you reassure the American people that you won't have more bad nights, whether they be on a debate stage or on some matter of foreign policy?
Well, I tell you what, the best way to assure them is the way I assure myself. And that is, am I getting the job done? Am I getting the job done? Can you name me somebody who's got more major piece of legislation passed in 3.5 years? I created 2,000 jobs just last week. So if I slow down, I can't.
Now, I have to slow the show down for a second. I have a Venezuelan refugee that actually speaks English. He's pulling up to the show right now.
Yo, salute to that man for letting the inmates in the house, you heard? Salute to that man right there. Salute to that guy right there. Yo, you sell out. You vote for Trump, you a sellout, bro.
Can you explain what you mean by letting inmates in the house?
He let all the criminals in the door. Salute to that man, you heard? He's like the Malcolm X of our time, you heard? Salute to that man right there. Cause you vote for the honky, that's you. Okay, you vote for the nigga who wanted niggas in jail, right? Remember the 5?
Hold up. So you admitting that that they purposely.
I would never admit to nothing, bro. All I'm saying, what he did. I would never admit to nothing. Nothing never happened. I never did nothing, but what he did, he let niggas in. You heard? He basically slutted the country out. Thanks.
You saying that he pulled the Castro on us?
Whoa, bro! You a commie? I'm not jacking that, bro. No. I never jacked nothing no commie did. But I'm saying salute to that man, that old, decrepit man. for doing something that no other black person will ever do in their life is let some criminals in, bro. Salute to him.
Not even Obama.
I think Obama was trying to keep you in jail. Salute to him too, though. Bombs over Baghdad. Salute to him.
Oh man.
What? Bombs over Baghdad. Oh, with my shoulders shaking up and down and all that.
Wait, you doing the Harlem Shake the bombs over Baghdad, bro?
Yo, that's fire, man. Just get this money. Drop them bombies. Ain't no way you could drop them bombies. Yeah, nigga, bombs over Baghdad, you heard?
Well, it wasn't
but you Muslim.
He did drop bombs. He did drop bombs over Baghdad.
You Muslim. You good.
Sign that I shouldn't be doing it. But there's no indication of that yet. None.
One more question.
I got here. Merrick, Pulaski Radio.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Mr. President. How are you?
I'm well.
It was bad.
The elections in the US have consequences around the world. You have pretty high standing in Europe. I just asked President Macron about you, and he said we are happy to have him as the President of the United States. But there is a concern.
Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up past 100. Let's go, man. For real, man. We gonna check them likes, man. You know.
Many people in Poland and across Europe are worried.
We don't care. We just care about what Venezuela talking about, because Venezuela said he's admitting that Meek Mill's in the cage. What? He's admitting nothing. I meant somebody put that up, right? I was saying that he is admitting, you being he or her.
Yo, why that nigga's in his grandma's basement in the cage? Imagine that shit.
Hey yo! Did you see Bullet's Gotti interview with Sub-Zero?
No, let me hear that. Oh, he did one. Yo, those Sub-Zero got a murder case?
Allegedly.
Yo, did the nigga who killed Alpo looking for him?
Hell no. Listen,
no?
We don't know who killed Alpo. My boy was...
Yo, hold up. Yes, we do. Did you have a show on it yesterday? He's not guilty. He's a free man. Yo, OJ Simpson style, nigga.
So if he's free, how did he kill him? He didn't kill nobody if he's free.
The formerly accused person of the Alpo killing, shouldn't he be looking for Sub-Zero too?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Hold up. He could do both. He could kill him and get an interview. Yo, you think he could kill him and
not guilty? That means he didn't do shit.
I'm saying, you think he could kill him and get the interview?
I don't think he should be in interviews. I agree with what the people say.
Come on, my man. I want to hear all the killers, bro. All the killers.
He didn't kill. He was set up, man. Obviously, bro.
Yo, my man, just because he found out guilty, that don't mean he didn't do it.
Bro, it absolutely means that he didn't.
No, bro. Come on.
Yo, listen.
There's a difference.
Guilty means you did it, and not guilty means you didn't.
No. Guilty means you was found convicted by a jury of your peers.
Man, get the lights up.
It doesn't mean you did it. What? Are you dumb? Since when does that mean that?
It does, bro. It does, man.
My man, did the Central Park 5 commit the rape?
Bro.
No.
Listen. First and foremost,
they were found guilty, right? Did they do it? No. All right, then. So that doesn't mean that. That's been established by criminal law. That guilty doesn't mean you did it. Doesn't mean that. You know who else told me this? Zip with the Drip told me last night that just because he was found convicted, that don't mean he robbed somebody.
Okay, let me say this, right? Trump already said he's not done 2025. Somebody said y'all love Trump but have no clue the people he's with behind the scenes. Y'all crazy. Well, you don't know.
He's with the KKK. Who cares to some sellouts?
Well, you know what?
Why would a black sellout care about who a white honkey's with? What?
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you.
Put the statue down.
Why? First and foremost, we don't know what you're talking about, right? That's number one. Number two, Number two, what makes somebody a sellout because it's a candidate they like?
You support the grandson of the grandson of the grandson who enslaved your great 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 grandmother. You embrace and endorse him.
My great great grandmother is Cambodian.
Exactly, and the reason they brought her over here on a slave with shackles from her ankles to her wrist.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me mute this guy for a second. Did he say honky again? Did he say honky?
Yeah, nigga like the Hawk 2 girl? Well, he's a honky.
Listen, you can't say honky on this channel, bro. It's a family channel. Respect the show. Hold up. Trump said he's with Project 2025. Jacob, you. Let me play a little bit more of this. Everybody mute up. Get the likes up, man. Double tap your screen.
That the former president may win the election. And there's a lot of concern that Donald Trump may weaken NATO, stop supporting Ukraine, or push Ukraine to give up territories to Russia.
They're correct.
And yourself was warning just 2 minutes ago about it. So my question is, do you think that Europe will be left on its own if Donald Trump wins the election? And what's your advice to European leaders to prepare for possible U.S. disengagement?
Why would you give a fuck about NATO when if you as an American citizen, all you want is that nigga to make NATO act up? Nigga, you want that. You want all them European countries to get it lit. You want that. Yes or no? As an American, yes or no?
For the money?
All right, thank you.
Now,
thank you. You want Spain and France and all them niggas shooting at Russia. You want that. What? You want your ops beefing with your ops. What? It's lit. Gangster. I want that. That's why when this white cracker, but I appreciate him, but when this white cracker decides not to
yo, you cannot be racist on my channel, bro. I had to kick him down because he was being racist, y'all. That sounded a little bit racist. Now, brown crackers sounds racist too to me. You must say saltine, so something. You know what I mean? Like this is a family show, bro. Before I bring, all right, it's not enough for conservatives to win elections. If we are going, this is for Jacob, y'all. If we are going to rescue the country from the grip of the radical left, we need both a governing agenda and the right people in place, ready to carry this agenda out on day one of the next conservative administration. Sound like he about to come up in there with the and wipe all of them out. That's what it sound like. This is the goal for 2025 presidential transition project. The project will build on 4 pillars that will collectively pave the way for an effective conservative administration. More about 2025. All right. The actions of liberal politicians. This sounds like a lot of reading. Yo, let me give y'all a fun fact about me. I do know how to read, as I just showed you, but fuck all this reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading this shit. I'd rather hear the video.
So you are Salah. How can I be racist to white people? They invented the word racism was invented for black people. How can they be used? That's like calling a white nigger. How? You could be racist towards white. Yo, the word racism was invented to describe something that was happening to black people. How can a white man be?
What's wrong with having a white nigga friend?
Bro. But what you said was so crazy.
What is wrong with having a white nigga friend?
There's no such thing. Cannot exist.
Why?
I mean, Did they bring black?
Bye. I had enough of him. His fucking voice, I swear, it sounds like a fucking clarinet. I'm pretty sure clarinet is annoying as fuck. He mad because the gang is here. He's a part of the shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what we was originally talking about. That's what I wanted. I wanted to confront him about this gang shit that they got going on. All right, man. Gotta get ready to go, man. We gotta get ready to go. You know what I'm saying? My stomach is hurting from all this filth that I'm witnessing on the internet. Okay? I've had enough of him. Guy who kicked him out and brought him back again to kick him out. That's me. Tavon, salute, puto. King Swade, a friend to all is a friend to none. In the words of Gandhi and Confucius, he needs to go check out Owens. She knows the history. You know what I mean? Now, Candace is one of our favorite people here. You gotta go see some of my Candace videos. They hate me for liking them. All right? Richie B, salute, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. We always on this shit. People of a darker hue should not be in line with Donald Trump or Joe Biden. We have not groomed any politicians to speak or look out for us. Terrence said. Terrence, I agree and disagree. I understand where you come from, though. All right. Alex, salute. Subbed up. You know what I mean? Everybody, get your vote on, man. Get your final vote on, man. Let me see what we got, what we looking like on the vote department. And double tap the screen, get the lights up. It's real important, you know, because we do, it's like having a show. It's like a rapper having a show and shit. And, you know, you want to have a sold out crowd. You don't want to have people that's, you know what I'm saying, like just troll. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to have hecklers at a comedy show. You want to have an equal amount of support, too. 913 votes today, and 70% of the people, 69% of the people is Trump this year. 83 likes. That's sad. 900 people voted. 83 likes. I have no dislikes on this video. That means that people, you know, like, they just like trolling. Fuck it. At least they came through. Mac, you can't tell me Trump was an effective businessman when everyone he brought in was the best for the job, and then always a loser 6 months later when we fired them. Well, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Effective to me is the end result. Okay, I'm not saying to you that he's the most liked, and I'm sure if you put a lot of great businessmen lives under the microscope like they did with, you know, The Apprentice and other things, you know what I'm saying? Just him being in the public eye and the way he is, then you will see even worse with other bosses, you know? Saying they're the best person and then firing them. Maybe that's a process he had to go through in order to be successful. All right. Feelings get in the way of facts. That's a fact. I try to stay out of my feelings. How you bankrupt a casino? Trump bankrupt a casino. How is that good business? 2025 is going to be scary, wild year, no matter who wins. Learn how to plant, y'all. Get out here and put your fingers in the dirt and stop being dirt bombs. You know, get your fingers out here in the dirt. Put your fingers in the soil. Learn the land. Cop some land, you know, aspire for that. You know, even if you broke, keep on pushing, man. Never look back. And don't think that racism or anything else. You know, I was just trolling with the Venezuelans. At the end of the day, everybody deserves a chance. But they got to do it the right way. And if your master plan is to come in the country and fuck it up with crime, then that's really not a good master plan. You need to do some replanning, Puto. It's not a good look, man. It's not a well thought out plan. It doesn't last long. It's not foolproof. So I hope some smart Venezuelans are pulling up in this country too. and exploiting this shit for the right reasons and the right things. Because there ain't nothing wrong with exploiting the dream for the right reasons. I'm voting Trump for 2 reasons: the border, and because he tried to force me to take the vaccine through the ocean mandates. I don't know what that is, but I never took the vaccine. Sniffing Joe is crazy. That's a good name. Wow. Yeah, them vaccines fucked a lot of people up too, man. Anyway, you know, we are at the 2.5 hour mark. I'll see you people soon. All right. Y'all be good to one another. We out. True story.